The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
Chew and poop. That's all they do. That's all they're good for. Chew and poop.
The best of Holmberg's Morning Sickness. This is the Big Red Radio.
That's right. The interview we've been talking about for hours now. Sean William Scott. He's on the line. You know him as Stifler and EL from Road Trip, all these movies. He's been in a million movies for a guy who's only like 31, 32 years old. Are you there, Sean?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why are the girls in Arizona so hot?
Yeah, we've been trying to figure that out for a
I
long
don't
time.
understand it. My brother lives there, and I hear it from everybody. Like, everybody's like, they always say Arizona and Vegas, but then they say the girls in Vegas are normally from Arizona. And
Right.
I just wanted to, so I hadn't gone to Arizona. I never went to Arizona until about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I had one of the best times I've ever had, not just because it's the hot girls. It's such a cool, I was in Scottsdale, and then my brother lives in Phoenix, but it's true. The girls are so beautiful there, and it's weird.
You're making your move already on girls on the, like, this is a good move. I like what you're doing.
Because the time you come in town.
I just don't know. I mean, I live in New York, and there's a lot of cute girls here. L.A., it's just L.A. girls, but it's weird. It makes me want to go back and be the old guy in college.
Right,
like,
yeah. You want to
that
start...
guy that's just, like, still not very bright, a failed actor, just to go back to, one of those colleges to hang out with hot girls.
Well, you should come back and just, while you've got this whole Sean William Scott going, you're on a roll here. You come back and bang all the girls in Scottsdale if you want. I think. How did you do?
I think I might just do 55 more American Pie movies, and then
just
one more Dude, Where's My Cars, and then maybe another bad Chow Yun Fat film, and then I'm going to come there.
Time out here. Don't bash Dude, Where's My Car?
Hey, you liked it?
I liked it, because you know why?
Good,
it was so...
I like that director. The problem is, by the way, I'm going to interrupt you every single time you
I know, it's okay. I enjoy it. It's like we're married.
I'm excited to talk to you guys. But the weird thing is that script, the funniest scripts I've ever read, like, it still goes down to me as, like, one of the weirdest, funniest movies, but it was supposed to be rated R.
Right.
So it was like a combination of, like, Dumb and Dumber and, like, Being John Malkovich. And then 2 weeks before we filmed it, they changed it to PG-13. And so it's hard, when you work in a movie, you can't help but think what it could have been. But still, it was a lot of fun.
I thought it was, I actually enjoyed it. The only thing that was missing, tons of nudity. That's the one thing I wanted and didn't get.
Yeah, well, we would have had that.
Yeah, in the R-rated
version. Would have been, every time I think we say, man, we were wasted last night. Well, it was a little bit different in the R-rated.
Right. You were all over it. Well, so you do like 5 or 6 more Stifler features, then you come out to Scottsdale and just hang out.
Bring Eugene with you, too.
Yeah.
And the girls will be flocking.
We actually have done 5 more American Pies.
Oh, I bet. They're just all in the can waiting to go?
Well, you know what? That guy can get away with it. He's just funny.
Oh, yeah, he can do it. Now, when you were in Scottsdale, how many women did you kill? How many did you do?
You know what, bro? I was a loser. I think I was just so blown away. And we were just golfing the whole time, but I didn't have enough time to make things happen.
What do you mean?
I mean, I had to leave from Arizona to L.A., and I've been meaning to go back there ever since, but I just haven't had a chance. My brother's there. He's going to have a kid, so I'm definitely coming back.
Wow.
Everybody's nice there, but why are they so hot?
I don't know.
Because it's a dry heat.
Yeah, it's a dry heat. We can't figure it out. we seriously.
All hot girls from the United States go there? Or
we're like the drain for hot girls. They eventually just kind of end up
It's the
here.
agave and the cactus.
Yeah. We don't know what it is, but it's,
You guys married?
Yeah, I'm not married, no. But we're all pretty much married, but at the same time, And like you and I feel like we're married because we're talking, and interrupting each other.
Exactly. We'll be fighting and throwing things at each other.
So we have to ask you this because in the promotional, the movie that you're doing here with John Reilly, we noticed how large John Reilly's head is compared to the Sean William Scott's head is
normal.
Seems average to human sized, and then next to John Reilly's head, it's just ridiculous. Is it distractingly large in person?
Dude, I would get in trouble if I said the truth.
So yes, it is. So it is. He's a pumpkin head.
What's he going to sue you?
Yeah.
It's no. He's got a big head.
Yeah, he's like
Ichabod
really
a cut down. He's just
really
got a big
abnormal.
melon.
Yeah.
I don't know. The director and I were just talking about that. And what was funny is the movies, to me, and I'm not actually lying to you guys. I'll tell you the truth. If I'm coming out to a movie or coming out to promote a movie, and if it's not really good, I just won't talk about it so much. This movie actually is probably the best movie I've done. And
Ever?
John C. Reilly is hilarious in it. And so I play like a pretty boring, average Joe straight guy. And John is so funny, and I was so afraid of ruining takes that I never looked at his eyes, because if I made eye contact, I would laugh. So I just looked at that huge head of his, and that made me laugh too. So I was just constantly trying to find parts of his face that I could just stare at.
Yeah.
It's not bad of it. I mean, it's not like I'm Daniel Day-Lewis, guys. I can't see. I was constantly looking at different features, and I realized he does have a very large head.
It's massive, because you guys would be the same height. Your shoulders line up even, and then this massive cranium. And if you stared at it too long, I fear that you would get caught in its gravitational pull and then start to circle it.
Exactly.
Does that mean he's smarter than you?
He's definitely much smarter than me.
All right. Now, what's the deal on this? You say it's the best one you've ever done. It's going to be tough to top the character of Stifler, which, I mean, you don't even probably want to shake.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love Stifler. Yeah, that was so much fun. I mean, it's different. It's the guy who wrote and directed the promotion, wrote The Weatherman and Pursuit of Happiness. So it's definitely the smartest movie I've done. And I mean, I think a lot of people are comparing it to Election and Little Miss Sunshine. It's got that vibe, but it's an R-rated comedy, and it's just super, super funny. It's got a really strange tone to it, but I think the majority of the people that I've watched it with and have gone to a couple screenings, I mean, it's just really different. It's really funny, and it's a different thing. So I think I'm more biased. I'm biased to it because I actually had a chance to kind of act in the movie. But Riley's so good that if enough people see this movie, Riley could actually get nominated for the movie.
Really?
And I think his head could get nominated for another award.
Can I ask you a question? I see on IMDb, which I always look at just in case, that you're in a movie coming out soon called Cocksblocker.
Yeah. Well,
What's
it's
that?
called cock blockers, but they wouldn't let us have cock blockers,
Right.
so they let us have cocks blocker. That makes sense.
So you can pluralize one, but not the other. And it's obviously
exactly.
it's
But,
about chicken
but
fights.
Yeah, if we do that movie, we'll do it next year, but it's hilarious. So
Okay,
I hope we get a chance to do
solid. So let's. What is your worst movie? And today you say the promotion's
your
the best.
opinion?
What's the worst one you've done? So you can give a gauge.
it.
What's the one you like when you see it on
There's
cable?
so many, bro. I mean, I would say Woodcock, Dukes of Hazzard,
Really?
Proof Monk.
I didn't see Mr. Woodcock, but it looked good.
Not good, man. It's really not good at all. It's one of the only movies I went out after 15 minutes, and I thought, I think I may have to call Home Depot and get my job back.
It's over.
We actually
It's
talked to
really
Billy
bad,
Bob.
though.
Yeah,
because
we
of that
did.
movie.
Billy
That's how
Bob
bad
called
it
us
was.
for that one. Yeah, Billy Bob was doing the promotion on radio for that one, so we were.
Yeah, he's a great guy. It's
Yeah.
just when Billy Bob's not funny, then
Yeah.
you know something's wrong. I mean, he is funny in that movie, but it's you can't help. I mean, you guys probably you watch a lot of movies. When you watch something, you just realize something went wrong.
Right.
You just go, I don't want to be in those movies that something went wrong.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's probably a good.
Hey,
move
you
for
still
your
got
career.
paid,
Yeah,
right? Who cares?
the check cleared. It's good.
Susan Sarandon's hot. I mean, I
That's
totally
true.
tried to bang her until Tim Robbins showed up, and he's 10 feet taller than me. And then I just ended up being Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah. All you have to do is
oh, she's so sweet, such a good friend. She's great.
So this is a question we ask everybody, every guest who's on the show, and this will be interesting from you. You're not married, obviously. You got a girlfriend or a significant other that's around?
I'm not married, dude.
Okay, good for you. I'm proud of you for that one. Now, so a lot of married guys listen to the show and are like, my girlfriend won't let me watch porn, or my wife watch this, or they give them a hard time and they feel guilty about, So we've started a thing called the Pause and Toss, where we take general, everyday release movies that you could keep in your collection of DVDs that no one would ever be suspicious of, that have a great pause and toss moment.
What do you mean, pause and toss?
You pause the movie and toss. But on the shelf, it looks like just another great feature. It's not a porn. She'd never get confused.
Like, give an example,
right.
Gia.
Like Gia, for instance, is
right.
one of
So
those.
it's not a porno, but it does the job.
It does the job. For
Real
instance,
movie, but not a skin Skinamax?
Right, yeah, it's not a
Skinamax.
Skinamax. It's a real movie that was in theaters. Like maybe you were in it, for God's sakes. Have you ever thrown down to any of your own films?
My own film?
That's
Yeah.
got to be weird.
Not one of your
the
own
first
scenes.
American Pie with Shannon Elizabeth
Oh,
when
yeah.
she's doing the, you know.
That seems pretty hot, but it cuts back to big.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's where the pause comes
Cancer
in.
with his ding dong out.
Yeah,
You know? It's like,
that's true. That's true.
I think nothing I've done.
What's the last you threw down to?
Let me think about that.
Okay, we'll give it plenty of time.
Gosh, man, that's a good question.
When was the last time you actually performed that act?
Well, you know what? I put a porn on, and
So you're a porn guy.
San Francisco doing, but it was a porn. But the problem is with this porn. Oh, you know, this is okay. I can't think of the last movie. I can't. There's not really a hot enough girl in the business that or a scene in a real movie that would inspire me to do that.
Okay.
But but I did put a porn on in San Francisco, and it was so frustrating because I couldn't afford it. When you get pay-per-view
Right,
porn,
and you have to deal with the story.
You have to actually watch the whole movie.
Yeah,
you have to watch the story. I'm thinking, 20 minutes in, it's nighttime. I'm exhausted. I'm late. I'm waiting for the game. I'm waiting for the show, and I'm like, I can't. I have to literally watch. You know what it reminded me of? It was like that scene in Boogie Nights.
Right.
When they do that first scene, it's that bad acting, and there's a desk there.
Right. And then he finally starts to bone Julianne Moore.
But it takes 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I don't know if this is worth it.
Yeah, the only thing to do in hotels is second previews.
Yeah, you just keep
Exactly right.
flipping
Yeah,
around.
there's no reason to buy because it just gets
Exactly
ridiculous.
right.
Now you couldn't.
Hold on one second.
You couldn't.
My dog's eating charcoal.
That's okay. Sean William Scott's on the phone while his dog continues to eat his Kingston. So you probably couldn't use Monsters Ball as a pause and toss because you're pals with Billy Bob, and that would be weird.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to see him boning, Halle Berry.
Yeah. So I guess that is tough for you.
Yeah, but I haven't seen Monsters Ball. I hear it's a hot scene.
Oh, it's great. It's sad
Really?
and hot. Yeah, the acting's really good and it's sad, but then it's.
The most recent one is the one with Heather Graham.
Heather Graham. Holy
Which one was
Moses. Adrift in Manhattan.
Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah, watch that.
Doggy
Good question.
style.
There are some pause and toss moments in films. I'm just not thinking about it right
Does
now.
the promotion have a pause and toss moment?
Not at all.
Nothing at all?
No, it's not that kind of film.
Scene with John C. Reilly, maybe?
John C. Reilly.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, I got
man.
one. I got one for you a little bit. You know that scene? John C. Reilly. Yeah, I usually pause on John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
Forehead just turns me on so much.
Your body will just start doing it naturally.
Exactly.
You don't even have to touch.
That scene with in Road Trip, Amy Smart's pretty hot.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's a good one. All right,
Good
there you
one.
go. Nice job. All right.
Yes.
And you were smart enough to pick your own, so if anybody goes out and gets it, you
Or
get
her
royalties.
in Crank, even.
Yeah,
Even
in
better.
Crank. Yeah, but you weren't in Crank, so
Yeah,
that
you
works
weren't
out.
in Crank.
So
Yes, that's a pretty good one. That's actually a good one.
yeah. So there you go. Well, maybe you can throw down to those today. But you're a single guy; you don't have to worry about that. But for the married,
No,
or
I do, dude. No, I do. I'll pause and toss.
there you go. Pause and toss for us. There you go. All right.
Ashamed to pause and toss. I
Yeah,
like that pause and toss, man.
Yeah.
Did you brand that?
We need to trademark it because I have a feeling you're going to start using it on Jay Leno.
Oh, man, I'm going to put it in a movie.
Yeah, if it's in a movie.
I'm going to put it in a movie. Do you mind? Actually, I'm doing some stuff in the next week. Do you mind if I use pause and toss?
Pause and toss is yours, so long as you somehow mention KUPD in the movie.
I'll totally give you credit.
All right, beautiful, perfect. That's brilliant. Sean William Scott, thank you, man. It's cool for you
Hey,
to
it's great
call us
talking
up.
to you guys.
You
Have
too,
a
man.
great day.
You too. What's later? That was very friendly of him to say.
Have a great day.
I've never felt. I was talking to a life coach.
And you too have yourself a great day.
Everyone have a great day. Stifler's so upbeat. He's such a nice lady.
He's one of those dudes that kills you with kindness.
Yeah.
He hates doing it,
Yeah.
but he's just going to kill you with
Oh,
kindness.
that was phenomenally nice of him.
So to all these knobs in Phoenix.
Yeah. You know he's on there going, that was dreadful. The next bunch of assholes I have to do an interview with. Can I have 5 minutes?
Hey, guys.
He's calling his brother. Dude, I'm not ever coming to Phoenix again.
Sean William Scott, you're on with the boobs of Denver. Cable. Hi, guys. How are you? Have a nice day.
As soon as he hangs up, Jesus Christ.
I just took a dump and more interesting stuff came out of me.
Pause and toss? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. What a bunch of knobs.
Good morning. You're on the Louie and Backwax program.
I'm going to be more pissed at him if pause and toss becomes like the MILF thing from American Pie.
I'm going to use it.
If
Watch.
pause and toss turns into a big thing and then he starts wandering around talking about it, I'll be more mad at him than I am for Caliendo swiping the Barkley and running around screaming, I've been working on it since I was a kid. Jackass. Sean William Scott, though, very cool. And if he lives, maybe there's a girl out there who boned him, but he finished somebody here. Stifler isn't rolling into town talking about how hot all the girls are and how he struck out. He banged somebody here.
98.
What?
98.
No way.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.